Hello, everyone. Travis here on the second week of LCS, and I'm actually joined by Curse Elements, who actually just managed to beat out Complexity. Seems like you guys were a little behind in the beginning of that game. What happened there, Elements?
I don't know. We were doing really good in our laning phase, at least me and Cop were, and I don't know. Saints making jungle plays elsewhere, and that's not my concern of what he does. And I don't know. Then they V got a good gank off bot on Cop because I had to hold the wave because I don't know. It was just pushing too far, and then can't. If we all went back, then the tower would go down, kind of deal. So I had to sit back, and in that transition period, I didn't have wards, so V snuck in and killed Cop bottom, and that kind of gave. Actually, no, it was the other engage. I believe that was Heckram told me to, or no, Saint told me to stun Soraka when she was just running around that little brush, and then Cogman picked up 3 kills there, and I was just when Cog, because we were just like dumping on him in like the laning phase. It was like 40 CS to 90. I was like, gross, like good, like eat it, like you're all pumped, like yeah, we're doing so good, and then I'm like, oh, he picked up 3 kills, comes back with this like a shiv and like the pickaxe and stuff here. I'm just like,
All that hard work.
I'm like, I've nothing is like, yeah, all that hard work just like flush, like there it goes.
Do you think it was just you guys going for Vi early on instead of Kog'Maw and that letting him get up, or what was the deal there?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, we soon realized that Vi was just like, I'm gonna be a tank instead of like actually doing TPS. So Cop was actually in like no threat. I mean, if he had his summoners, he could just 1v1 her at any given point. So I didn't need to. I stopped being able to peel for him. I just like suicided into Cog. I'm just like, flash, stun, exhaust, blow ulti, and just auto attack as Tarek as hope something dies. And that worked. We're like, well, so killing the tanks didn't work. Let's kill carries and killed Cog, and then the game was over. Like,
That seems to be a good strategy going for the carries. I know that this is maybe a question more oriented towards the jungler, but you are the man with the tier list, so I got to ask. We've seen a lot of Vi recently. What do you think about her, especially after playing against her in that game?
um, I think she's actually a really good threat. I mean, Saint doesn't value her too much, and I know she's really strong in solo queue, and everyone's valuing her there. But overall, I think she's actually really good. If you're able to get, I feel like a lot of champions though, if you're able to get up and farm, she can capitalize on it like really, really strong, and your carries will just like get decimated. I'm just like playing her in solo queue a couple times. When I play her in jungle, I notice the same thing. Like I can just go solo a carry by myself. Like oh, you're 6 item, I'm 6 item too. Like let's dance and see who wins. And I feel like Vi is really good at taking enemy carries out if she's able to get off her like combo. So I mean, I think she's definitely viable, and I think she's a competitive jungler.
Definitely viable, you would say. You would say those puns.
Zing.
Um, you guys are now 4-0, and you guys just played against Complexity. Talk to me about Complexity. What do you think about them overall as a team?
I think we might have underestimated them a little bit, and then we just had to like step up our game a little bit because I think we're a team that plays to the level of the team we're playing against, whether it be a not as experienced team or versus more experienced teams. I think we like bring our game differently, which is not something you should do, but it's just something that happens. I mean, even from like my sports background, when we were like a good strong team, we would still like versus like the crappy teams. I'm not saying anyone's crappy because obviously they almost beat us, but like versus teams you don't expect teams you don't expect to be as good. Sometimes can give you a surprise and run for your money, and you're like someone goes off in the back here, you're like, oh crap, like we have to start like running now, we have to start like doing making plays and stuff like that. So I think that's might have been a little bit was maybe slight underestimation, maybe from the other players' parts. I mean, me and Cop did work bot lane, so I mean, we did have Tarek MF though, so it's like whoop-de-doo, like we're so good at bot lane. So
Stuns and double ups.
yeah, like yeah, really really riveting gameplay down there.
Exactly. Amazing skill levels through the roof. So you guys are 4-0. Are you guys going to lose any games at all this season?
I hope not, and I mean that's the goal right now. I mean, why not keep it going?
Are there any teams that you haven't played yet that you're kind of concerned about? Or I know that the GGU game was pretty close. Are you concerned about going up against them eventually, or what's the current state with you guys?
GGU has always given us a run for our money. And I think we've always like the games are like what you've seen like in our last game versus GGU is like honestly like usually how it goes down versus them. Like we just win versus them, but it's like very close game every single time. And they're all skilled players and they're all young and they're only going to get better. So I mean, as the season goes on, I think they could be a top team and top contender once they really start melding together. I mean, you saw from from the match that they really was only like very small mistakes which caused them to lose to us, and it's really about ironing out those mistakes. It's going to make you a really good team. I mean, they're all really good individually. They have the team fighting ability, but it's just like the little things always add up. Like when you get to the professional level, it's not like big things because everyone knows the big thing. It's the little things that get you from like here to here. But in competitive play, when you can control this lead and you can capitalize on it, and you get your oracles and you just take jungle control and you take over, and you're just like, what do we do? You know, and it's getting to that point. It's going to ultimately make them a team. As a team, we're haven't played yet. I want to play TSM before they get really back into action and give them some losses. Yeah. So
Get in there and make them bring their morale down a bit.
no, TSM, you're not. This is our season this year. Like,
Yeah, I like that attitude. It's very good. Hey, wrapping the interview up, I just want to ask you, what are your thoughts on the LCS so far? I mean, we're in week 2. You saw last week. We saw how the European prediction is. Like, what's it like for you now that you're in the LCS, and what do you think of the whole league so far?
it's really a cool experience, and it's really professional, and I'm enjoying just everything about it. I mean, Riot's really good at taking care of the players. I think that's the biggest thing is like the way we appreciate stuff is how well we're treated. Right. And I mean, like we're gonna play the game regardless. That's what we're here to do. But it's if we're prepped, we're ready. We have like all our energy drinks, all our food necessities taken care of, our travel, everything is easy. If Riot's making our lives good and making it fun, and I think they're also putting on a good show for the fans. So overall, A+, good work.
Speaking of the fans, do you have anything to say to yours?
Oh yeah, I mean, I would like to thank TeamSpeak, Cooler Master for hooking up with that great gear lately, and Grubhub for hooking up with the meal the other day, and LOL Pro and Rainy Gaming, of course, and of course all the fans out there that support us. And 28-0, curse or die.
28-0, curse and no. Hey, thanks a ton for the interview. Best luck in your future matches. For everyone, this is Travis with GameSpot. You can check out the rest of our esports coverage at gamespot.com/esports.